Hi everyone, I welcome you. My name is Gift Nakainga and you are watching the Ben Live. I warmly welcome you. Thank you so much for making it a point to sit down and watch the Ben Live for the different episodes we've been coming up here, and you make it a point to come and check out what we really have. Well, if you happen to be new here, don't worry. Just like usually I tell every person that is new here, this place is just about to become your home, whereby we talk about a lot of things. I mean, we talk about real life stories, we talk about finances, we talk about businesses, we talk about work, we talk about relationships, we talk about family, we talk about health, and health, you know, health is really so much: healthy, beauty, wellness, lifestyle, that is all health. And we talk about agriculture, farming. But well, we also talk about day-to-day things that go on in our different lives. And well, so you out there and there is maybe a challenge or there is something you need to know about, please go into a comment section and make it a point to just write something. Tell us that, you know what, Ben Live team, I would love you to talk about this. I would love you to bring for us this particular guest, and then we shall be in position to maybe render that request if we are able to. But well, also for this particular episode, we're going to be having with you. Please make it a point to put your comments below the comment section, and the most important thing here is subscribing. So endeavor to subscribe and also share with all your colleagues in your different groups on social media. That is Facebook, that is WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever social media platform you own. Please spread the news. And today it's a good day. I don't know what time you're watching this episode, but whatever time you're watching it, it's just amazing. It's nice. And I do have with me Pastor Yinzika Godfrey, whom I'm going to introduce to you later. But well, tonight we want to address a few challenges that are faced different businesses here apparently in Uganda. We know when COVID came, a lot of challenges arose, and businesses were struck like really down. So amongst the businesses that were hit hard, schools were number one of the businesses that were really hit. And up to date, schools have not yet opened, and we're like, Jesus Christ, ooh, why don't they open? How are these guys surviving? How are they like dealing with ABCD, the loans? Will even students come back? Will the parents be able to even bring back the children? Do they have the money? So there are a lot of questions, and me as Gift, as Ben Live team, we don't have those answers, but we have an expert who is going to be taking us through all these things, and also going to be sharing with us his experiences, being that he's a proprietor of a school and he's a businessman. Besides that, he's also a pastor and a father or a husband, yes. So let's get to hear from Pastor Yinzika Godfrey at Wuzeko. Then eventually we shall be able to just tell you what we have for you at this moment. You're welcome, Pastor.
Thank you, please. Dear viewers, I'm very privileged to talk to you, to share with you. Thank you for watching us. We believe we are going to have a wonderful time, and I hope by the end of it all, we shall have got a lot from this program.
We are in Luwero, and then just like you see our background, this is a school. Yeah, the school is called Christian Assembly, and their motto, I was asking the proprietor, the director, or the teacher, asking him about the motto, because I like the mottos of different schools, the mission, the vision, and then it's like, with God, everything is possible. So this is a school, it's called Christian Assembly School, and he's one of the directors of the school. Just like I told you, many businesses were hit down, and we want to know, how have they even survived? How have they made it through that hard time? What are the lessons being learned? He can tell us about the challenge. Maybe we do not know, but being that he's been through it, he knows the challenges. So let us start with Pastor.
Yes, please.
You are the director of the school.
Yes, please.
And you're part of the staff.
Yes.
You're also a teacher?
Yes, I do.
What subjects do you teach?
I teach mathematics, English, and science.
Mathematics, English and science. Meanwhile, this is a primary school, yeah, from nursery to P7.
Yes.
So if he says that he teaches all those subjects, just know your child, after he gets to a not to a university, to a secondary school, they can be able to do sciences and also carry them on up to university level. So he's a teacher of math, English and sciences.
Yes.
So it would just tell us, before COVID,
Yes.
business-wise, how was it like? I mean the school.
Before COVID, we were progressing very well, and whatever we're cultivating could move on very well. Normally we invest in agriculture, both animal husbandry and crop, and the bigger part of the crop husbandry is forestry. So things were moving on well. We had a lot of investments. We were doing a lot of construction. We were constructing our home, our new home. We were constructing a church, and we were renovating the school time and again very well. When COVID came in, as I said, things were moving on well before COVID. We had calculated and got a loan, hoping that we could repay that loan comfortably. But now when COVID came in, one of the problems we encountered was the payment of that loan. Right now it is giving us hard time. We wrote to the bank and they agreed to postpone the loan to January.
That is 2020.
2022, but still the interest during this time when we haven't been paying, we have to repay it.
It's going to be shifted.
It is going to be shifted to January and ahead. Things haven't been easy. We have lost some of the things, some of the projects we would have accomplished. We have lost some of them. We have lost some teachers. Right now, there are some teachers who have already said farewell, that they will not be able to come back in education. Some of them were very good, we have lost them. And we have lost parents to COVID. There are parents that have died of COVID. And we hope also there are some learners that may not come back to school, especially those ones who are in upper classes, P5, P6, P7. We guess some of them are likely not to come back because of the disturbances here and there. And we may also lose some parents who may not be able to raise school fees because their businesses have collapsed, and some have been displaced to distant places whereby they can no longer come to this school. So a lot of challenges are there.
So those are
the bad ones. But
do we have any?
Among the few good ones is that we have got a lesson that workers, especially teachers, as we work, as we get some income from schools, we have to save. There are teachers who were badly caught offside when they had nothing. They had saved, and they have suffered so much. But we have learned that you have to save much as there are a lot of expenses. You have to have side incomes apart from teaching, apart from getting income from schools. We have to have some other side incomes. Like for us here, we have been having forests. We planted forests. They have supported us so much.
The forest.
The forests. We have been selling eucalyptus trees. We have been having some animals. Once in a time we sell. We have been having some crop plantations. They have helped us. So it is a lesson that we have learned, that whereas somebody is getting a salary, he can do some extra investment somewhere. It is a very big lesson.
As you are getting salary. At the same time, you need to invest it somewhere.
Yeah.
It's a good lesson anyway. If you're
Yeah.
out there, besides even the teaching section, but maybe you might be someone, you
Because
might be any other
like a
person.
school, you have never thought that we can spend a term or 2 terms without getting anything from schools. We have never thought of it.
So it's a surprise.
It is a surprise.
And some people were caught off guard.
Yeah,
Anyway,
completely off guard.
It's a lesson that you've learned.
It is a lesson not only to teachers, but even to some other people, the drivers, the motorcyclists, and many other business people. You see, we have that talk of town, village. Sometimes the town people say village people, they are a bit low. Being in the village is not good. But during lockdown, very many town people have been supported by the village people. So I believe very many people from town, they must be looking for vibanja and land to buy and put some plantations in villages there in case there are challenges like COVID challenges. They have some gardens in villages there to support where cash is not.
Oh, I believe someone out there, even the person behind the camera, had the same thought. I don't know, maybe they're thinking of otherwise. But which is a good thing, yeah? Teacher Benzika, thank you so much for making very good points here. And those are some of the effects. He's told us the negative ones and then the positive ones. But sometimes it's not usually good to dwell so much on the negative side of everything, but look out for that one positive thing that can make you keep moving, yeah? That one positive thing. And if you get that one positive thing, please learn it for your entire life and don't just use it for some time and then let go. Just get hold of it for the rest of your life. So, well, those could be the effects, but still, I would want us to ask Teacher Wiyinza to emphasize so much about the challenges for the parents, for the children, for the teachers, and for the business itself as a school.
Yes.
The challenges.
The challenges. Let me begin with the parents. Parents have got their biggest challenge is to keep their children at home for a longer time.
That is a challenge. How could it be a challenge?
In a way that over the radio, via the TVs, we have had very many children becoming spoiled, getting married, becoming pregnant, becoming stubborn. So parents have to take more responsibility, knowing that they are the parents, to nurture, to look after, to keep their children, even when they are at home for a long time. Although they take them to school and they stay there for some time, for longer periods, they have to know that they are responsible for looking at their children, providing, safeguarding them. Very many children have got problems, but they have to safeguard them.
What were the challenges for the teachers?
As I said earlier on, some teachers were not carrying out savings seriously, and very many of them had no side incomes, hoping that every month I will be getting, So such teachers were caught offside. You find that somebody entered the lockdown when he had very little money. Some did not even have transport back home. And when they locked down school, businesses and schools inclusive, we only provided transport, 100,000, 200,000, and some had nothing else, only that little much we gave. So this time I advise them, much as the salaries may not be so big, still at whatever cost, there should be savings, there should be investment somewhere, maybe around school or in the villages there.
You're mentioning a point, as much as the salaries might not be big. So you mean there is a possibility of reducing?
No, I mean some people say the salary is small. you find
even initially.
Initially,
Because some schools have cut onto the salaries, they say we'll give you half or 70%.
even if when it is not a cut, even when you go to the traders, they will say what the profits we get are not enough. We are not working. There is that kind of saying.
Even when you say it's not enough, that's what
In our language, you hardly find somebody who says, I get is what is enough. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, so but they should try to plan ahead. And
They
also
should, because next time it will not be locked down. You may become sick and you are handicapped, and you can no longer deliver in class. What will happen? Yeah, you may get a health problem, and you can no longer teach in class. Like in private schools, once you cannot deliver in class, then we may not keep you at school.
Thank you so much. We're still in Luwero. Luwero, the place is called Lukomera. The village is called Lukomera in
Chalugondo.
Chalugondo.
Yeah.
This is a school, and the school is called Christian Assembly Primary, Nursery Primary School. They are from nursery, and then from P1 to P7. Well, their motto is, with God, everything is so much possible. So for parents out there, you wondering, where should I take my child? Well, after this lockdown, registration will be ongoing from this particular school, Christian Assembly in Luwero. You can bring your children from town. Town has a lot of issues, so just bring them to Luwero, this particular school. They have a church here, they have the dormitories are good, everything is good. Just bring your children here and trust they would be well catered for. Yeah, well catered for. Baba Kodis, and you'll be like, well, are they really my kids? Okay, after having explored a bit of the challenges faced by the different categories of people, I know if we talk about these things, the government is somehow, somewhere involved in. So we know during the lockdown, people were crying out to the government, banning government, where are you? Please, government, can you do ABCD? I'd wish to ask teacher Beyinzika the same. Did he even cry for the government? Oh well, if he didn't cry, did he have any expectations from the government? So just tell us what are those some of the things you would think of, and you're like, I wish the government could do this. I wish they could plan this. I wish.
I wish, like things concerning loans, the government could negotiate with commercial banks, because I hope the money that commercial banks use is got from the central bank, from the government. I wish they could discuss with them and they excuse us this period we haven't been working. When they extend the loans, they should not accumulate, carry on the interest. They also shift the interest on the commercial banks, and the commercial banks do the same. They shift the interest from the private schools. Then another thing I think the government should plan to see how we can live with COVID, like we have learned to live with AIDS. We did not lock down the country. We did not shut down businesses because of AIDS.
Yeah.
So in the same way, because we do not have a guarantee when COVID will end, so the government would plan how can we live with the COVID? How can businesses, how can schools work alongside COVID? They should educate him more, because they have not put enough civic education via the media, sensitizing people concerning COVID.
So you're thinking that the sensitization
is not enough.
Awareness is not enough.
It's not enough at all.
But well, how come it's not enough? And if I look at the walls of the classes, I see COVID-19 rules. I see wash your hands frequently, keep a distance. How come? This is a village, I would say. It's a village, and you've gotten all this information. I'm thinking the government would have done
that. Information is only at schools, but in some other places it is not like that. Sometimes when I move in a town, there are some areas you find and you cannot tell that COVID is still there. And on radios and TVs, the talk is not all much.
They to make noise.
It's a serious issue.
I would request our teacher, Beyenzika Godfrey from Christian Assembly here in Luwero, to just give us his concluding remarks, and then sending greetings to anyone, then we shall be getting out of
All right. Thank you so much. Dear viewers, I'm so happy for the time we've been sharing, and as we hope schools will open in January, parents get prepared. Remember, schools also have been in lockdown. They don't have money. They will ask for money, and this time they may be tougher than they have ever been.
Okay.
So get prepared, save, make education a priority, like always you have been doing. Talk to your learners and prepare them mentally. Telling them one of the things they will meet at school when they come, they will have to learn a lot, because we shall have to squeeze a lot of things in the shortest time possible. So talk to them, preparing them for that. Many of them have grown fatter than their clothing. Prepare uniforms, everything almost. You have to prepare them anew. So those who shifted to different places, look for good schools where you put your learners, and those who hope to go back to your old schools, please contact them to see whether they are still existing. Some may not be existing. Let us keep in touch. Keep following up your school. Those who sent learners to villages, especially parents in urban, it is a high time you start preparing for bringing them back in preparation for schools to open. And those who have got problems, please counsel your children, and you parents also give yourselves counseling. Go for counseling in churches and where possible, because all of us have been hit by COVID-19. Hopefully, God will help us to go through all these challenges.
Amen. Just like it is a motto for Christian Assembly, that with God everything is so much possible.
Yes.
So trust God that all things will work out. The Bible says all things work out for the good of those that love God.
Yes.
Make it a point to say that where are my books, my pens, is my bag okay? Is my uniform fitting? Teacher Binzika Tugambi, check out for your school. Some schools are not even are no longer in existence, so look out for them. Is the school there, or I need to go in and register from a different school? But so do all those preparations at the same time. Save the money. Yeah, so the parents, if maybe you are a child and you're the one that is working, go work, save the money for you to come back to school.
Yes,
but
please.
my big cry would be that please just come back to school.
Yes.
Just come back to school. You've been a child and you've been working, getting some money. Please, you'll get that money in the future. Just come back to school and study. Trust me, the future will be so much, much, much brighter for you. Thank you so much for watching the Ben Live, and I would want to thank my boss so much. Well, I remain Gift Nakayinga till when. Just keep here. I wouldn't tell you till when, but just keep locked onto Ben Live, and please kindly subscribe. Yeah, don't just watch. Subscribe, like, and then leave your comments. You can even just leave a comment of hi Gift. Yeah, so leave your comments there, and then we shall be able to review them. We love you. See you.